Hey everybody, and welcome to today's video. My name is Katie if you're brand new here. You wanna know anything else about me? Haha! I won't tell you, because today you're gonna have to assume. We're doing an assumptions video today because I realized, like back in the day, these were some of my favorite videos to watch other people do. So now that I have a group of strangers on the internet to assume things about me, I was like, whoa, I should let them bully me. And that's what you guys did. Actually, no, like I genuinely have such a nice audience. So if I ever do this again, you need to bully me more. You guys are too nice to me. No, but it really just shows we don't have a very toxic community on here. Like you guys are all just lovely people, which makes me very happy because generally no one's really mean to me on a day-to-day basis, which I feel like most YouTubers can't say. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right into the video. So the first assumption that I got was that you're an A student. Yes. This is what I'll say. I always really liked school ever since I was young. I've never really had a period of time where I've been except my junior year of high school. That was terrible. But that was just because I had some rough teachers that year of my life. However, I have pretty much always really liked school and I've always done pretty well at school. I wouldn't say I'm a straight A student every single time. I think in high school I was an A-B student and I was never good at math, ever. That's a nice assumption too. I have always gotten this assumption though, that people I think assume that I'm a lot smarter than I probably actually am. Okay, so the next one is that you love a good late night emo chat as a way to make friends. If I could talk to every single person about their deepest, darkest trauma, do they believe in God? What are their political affiliations? What was the core moment of their childhood that shaped them into the person they are today? Do you think we're alone in the universe? What do you think the point of life is? I want to ask every single person I meet all these questions, but that would be a little weird, so I don't do that all the time. But once I make friends, and I do have friends like this, that yes, I have a lot of friends like this where we have bonded over the fact that we both just enjoy getting to the nitty-gritty things. And I don't ever talk about those things online because it's I don't know, my channel's not here to do that. My channel is here to spread positivity and to guide people into doing a gap year, a study abroad. So don't really like to get into all that because I like that my comments are nice. This person wrote, this one made me laugh so much, and you know who you are. But they wrote, you definitely know 10 different ways to braid hair. I peed my pants when I read this because I do know 10 different ways to braid hair, and I was trying to list them. And I was texting my roommate this last week and I was I kept remembering the different types of hair braids that I know how to do. And it's because A, I went to all girls school, duh. Of course I know how to braid hair. And I was also a babysitter for years and years and years in high school and middle school. And so when you are a babysitter, nanny, whatever you want to call it, you learn how to braid hair, okay? So yes, I can do a French braid, side French braid, the two French braids, a ladder braid, fishtail braid, a French fishtail braid, Dutch braids, waterfall braids. I can do the two braids that go up here on top of your head. I wore that to a couple school dances because it was very cool. Yes, I do know how to braid hair. Okay, next one is you read Harry Potter a lot as a kid. Yes, I read Harry Potter a lot as a kid. Those were my favorite books that introduced me. I loved reading as a kid, and when I read those books, I was And I have gone to see almost, I would say 6 on, I went to go see all the movies in theater when they came out because I was a little too young. I started reading them in 4th grade, but then I did go to all the Fantastic Beasts stuff, and yeah, there's been lots of controversy in the last year. And I don't want to get into all that because oh my gosh, there's just so many things nowadays that it's such a touchy subject with art being, this is another deep late night conversation I love to have. But I feel it's a much more nuanced conversation than what we're seeing online about enjoying things that are not canceled, but I don't know. And that one's a hard one because I love Harry Potter, but I also support the trans community and people being their authentic selves. It's hard, but I really do. I love those books. And I don't even think that I probably had to say that. And I could have just talked about Harry Potter. Moving on. Next one is that you're a teacher's pet. No. I would say no, because I think that I think, okay, this happened to me the other week. I think that if you met me in person, you'd be very shocked at how quiet I am generally. So unless it's a class where like I really know what's going on, like I like to have discussions in class, like I really care about. But other than that, I'm not really like, I don't know. Like if I know the answer and I want to engage in the conversation, I'll raise my hand. But if not, I just kind of chill, do my thing, do my best. In high school, I'd like go to the teachers a lot, like to, you know, make sure I was getting the material, like if I was really struggling with something. But no, I wouldn't say I'm a teacher's pet at all. I kind of was more just like a keep to myself type of student. I don't know, because there are like those students, you know, who like get like involved with the teacher and they're like besties and they're like, you know, eating lunch together and like doing the whole like, oh hey, like I don't know what that is. But like I just was never that person. I was more of just like I'm gonna go sit in my desk and make sure that nobody notices me type of thing. Unless I had the right answer, then I would be like, and I've gotten much better at like learning to be wrong and still raise my hand because I feel like that's like a big thing. When I came to college, I realized that I noticed that I was like one of the only girls raising my hand in class. And so that fueled, I think in college, I became much more outspoken because I noticed that there was like a bigger discrepancy in my like freshman classes where it was like all the guys were talking and like none of the girls would ever raise their hands. And I was like, feminism! So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Next one is you love scones with jam and butter. You know I do. With a little tea. Ooh. Last year I would get them at place that had really great scones in Edinburgh was I'll think of it and I'll put it in here, but there's this one coffee shop in Edinburgh that like I would go to all the time. Not all the time, but like if I wanted a jam and a scone, that's where I would go. Next assumption is that I'm a bookworm. See, these are all nice. Yeah, I really like to read and I've gotten like much more into it in the past year. Like I've been trying to read a ton more classic books. That has been like my journey in the past year. I just finished Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. As like a fun little book, but I've been trying to read A Picture of Dorian Gray since like January, but school and then I also have a job and I do YouTube and I'm trying to have fun because Lisa said to. So I've just been a really busy girl and I haven't had that much time to read, but the summer is coming up and once I am done with school, like I want to read. And you competed in speech and / or debate in high school. Yeah, no. You probably couldn't catch me doing that. I will say, when push came to shove, I'm not a competitive person, and I've always said this. I did a lot of musical theater in high school, so maybe that's where you're getting that vibe. But again, I have to emphasize, I was a very, very quiet high schooler. So it was like a little bit jarring that I would like never talk, and then I'd be like in the musicals, and like I always sang in the musicals like by myself, like pretty much. Not all of them, but like a good bit of them. Like I was in it. I haven't talked about this online, but I actually had a scholarship in high school for musical theater. And that's only something that I ever pursued in high school. I haven't done it in college, so I'm not like I was good for high school, but like not for college level. Yeah, maybe that's where you're getting that vibe from, but I did not compete in speech and debate. School was very small. We had about like 120 people in our grade. I think we had like 100 by the time that I graduated. It was very, very small. It was all girls. I don't even think we had speech and debate. I have no idea. But you know what I did do in high school is like anytime that we had a video project, I would be so extra and I would make the weirdest videos. I think that if we did high school superlatives, people probably would have been like, that girl's gonna start a YouTube channel. And you know what? They were not wrong. I was just always doing weird things in high school. Like I once made my friend dress up in a sheet. I went to Catholic school also. I went to Catholic school, so we had to like make we didn't have to make a music video, but I was like, I'm gonna make a music video. And it was, I made my friend dress up as my soul. And I basically just I put a sheet over her and it was really funny. We like ran around the school like doing activities. It was really funny. The next one is that you've written a novel but haven't shown anyone. You guys. That's like really funny. Yeah, probably. No, I have been doing that since I was a kid. And if you watch my last video, I talked all about this. I was really into creative writing when I was a kid. But yes, I still really do like creative writing. I don't have a novel written. I got ideas. But that's like sort of like in my life plan is like, and maybe actually I'm gonna keep this to myself. Yeah, because I don't like to speak on things before they've happened. So you may get an update in like 20 to 40 years. I hope you guys are having a good week. And Yeah, leave your other assumptions down below for me if you're like, whoa, I missed that. Or go follow me on Instagram because I may do it again. And you can do it there semi-anonymously. All right. Thanks for watching.